Time now to welcome in the managing partner of Drawing Away Stables, Ed Boden. Mr. Boden, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, guys. How you doing today?
Doing well.
Great.
I guess we should say good afternoon out there on the East Coast, seeing as it's already after 12 o'clock. Thanks for joining us. I want to ask you about the partnership formed between Drawing Away Stable, David Jacobson, and Old Friends. Tell us a little bit about the partnership here that was formed and how the idea came about.
Well, David and I had talked about this about a year ago. We had a nice gray horse, one of our favorites, ever a friend, and he had terrible knees. David worked with him constantly, and we got quite a few wins out of him. But he got claimed away from us, and we lost track of him. But then David got a call one day that he was on the line to be put down. David right away went to the race secretary, and the race secretary got the vet to look at him, and it was determined he didn't have to be put down. He just wasn't race-worthy. So bottom end of that story is we found a home for that horse. But since then, Dave and I have always talked about this, and lately we've been talking to a lot of different places, trying to find something that would look good. And I spoke to Mike Boden of Old Friends, and as soon as you say hello to Mike, his enthusiasm is so contagious. You can really tell he's looking out for the horses. And he was telling me that down in Kentucky, he had just bought 122 acres, and he had an idea of setting up 8 paddocks and selling them to different people to retire their horses to. And to us, it was like a perfect solution, a retirement plan for all our horses. So I called David. He loved the idea, and that's how it got in motion. We talked to Mike a few times, and they're starting the digging, and the paddock will be ready in about 2 weeks. I sent it out to all our partners. We have about 150 partners, and the response was amazing. I got 42 emails the next day saying, great job, this is good, this is something we want to do going forward. And a couple of the partners actually called up and wanted to make their own individual contributions to Old Friends. So I think it's going to be a real positive relationship. And one of the things we did with Mike is we made an arrangement whereby anytime Drawing Away Stable wins a race, we make a contribution to Old Friends. So we added to our slogan. Our slogan used to be, we win races. Now we added, when Drawing Away wins, Old Friends win.
You know, it's a great idea. It really is. And I know, speaking just as a race fan, we don't hear enough about the efforts that are being made to properly provide for these racehorses after they give us so much pleasure on the track. Congratulations to you and to Old Friends for the phenomenal run you've had in conjunction with David Jacobson. But I think this really resonates with race fans, and you've just alluded to that. You know, it's good for us as we play the game to know that these horses have some place to go where they'll be well cared for after their careers are over.
And they will be at Old Friends, because I asked Mike in the conversation, is there any limitations if a horse is injured? Obviously, David's going to get him fit to travel, but is there any restrictions? And he said, no, we have all the facilities down here. Send down any horses you want, and we'll be glad to take care of them.
You had said that they had just started the digging, so there have been 8 paddocks, but now there's going to be one built there, especially at Old Friends, specifically for Drawing Away Stable horses. And I believe your silks are going to be the colors of the paddock as well?
Right. Our silks are going to be the color. And one of our best horse, Saginaw, we're going to put a replica of him, a picture of him on the paddock also. So it's going to be the Drawing Away David Jacobson Saginaw paddock.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, tell us a little bit about, you were talking about how the idea came about. You talked to Old Friends, and you made your decision after that. Were you thinking Old Friends all along, or was there something specific about the farm that you said, you know what, Georgetown, Kentucky is the place we're going to send our retired racehorses?
No, actually, I was talking to a lot of people, and to be honest, I was turned off by a lot of them because right away the subject went to finances. As soon as I talked to Mike for 5 minutes, I knew he was the person I wanted to be partnership with. He was so enthused. He said, this is the first time that any syndicate has ever set up a retirement plan. I think it's a great idea, and I think it'll really have legs, and it'll do a lot for all our horses that are in need. So Mike was the one who, with his enthusiasm, just blew me off my feet.
Well, certainly a great idea, an exciting idea. The paddock expected to be ready soon. Mr. Boden, I did want to ask you, though, if fans want to get involved with Drawing Away Stable, purchasing a share of a racehorse or taking part in a claim, how can they get in touch with you there at Drawing Away Stable?
Well, they can go to our website, drawingawaystable.com, or they can give me a call, 516-726-6228.
Mr. Boden, thank you very much for joining us. Best of luck moving forward. Congratulations on all of your success, and best of luck moving forward.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you very much. It's Mr. Ed Boden, managing partner of Drawing Away Stable. As you have seen the release, Drawing Away Stable and David Jacobson have formed a partnership with old friends. And the new slogan of Drawing Away Stable, when Drawing Away wins, old friends win.
It's a great idea.
Very cool.
It's a great idea. There are a lot of ownership groups like Drawing Away out there, perhaps none that are enjoying quite that level of success over such an extended period of time, but maybe this is a trend. You know, the point I was making is there are a lot of organizations out there that are devoted to the welfare of retired racehorses, which is a tremendous thing, but sometimes it's difficult for the casual fan to know who's doing what, how we can become involved. This is a high-profile maneuver, and I think it's just to be commended.
And you can head to their website at any time, drawingawaystable.com. The contact info there is available right on the home page. And for old friends, go to oldfriendsequine.org. You can find out more information about the retirement facility there in Georgetown, Kentucky.